Hey you, are you looking for a backend? Well, I've got the best $600 gaming PC which you can get right here, right now. But before we start, just letting you know that we have a set criteria here in Overseer PC, and this includes that all parts that we're going to be recommending in here are brand new, there will be no used parts, and all parts are available on Amazon at the time of recording. Okay, let's start with the processor, and for our processor, we're going to be picking the Ryzen 5 5600 Non-X. Yes, the Ryzen 5600 comes with 6 cores and 12 threads. So obviously this is an AM4 processor, but it's still actually decent. It has pretty good IPC even for 2024. Now you can still game competitively with this processor, and the best part is that this would only cost you $134 US, which is actually not bad. The processor comes with a free stock rate cooler, which isn't the best, but hey, it's free. However, just to make sure that we will not be thermally throttled, we're going to get some aftermarket cooler. Our cooler of choice is a tried and tested Thermalright Assassin King 120 SE. This is definitely one of the best budget tower coolers out there. I mean, it's only $17. Sure, it looks simple, it comes with that gray theme, but it has 5 heat pipes and has that 120 centimeter fan. It works fine, it's cheap, it does the job. It's probably the best $17 that you can spend for your rig. For our motherboard, we just want an okay AM4 motherboard, something good but not expensive. Obviously it wouldn't be the best, but we still want to make sure that we are on a decent B550 chipset with some quality of life features, and what we've selected is the ASRock B550 Phantom Gaming 4 motherboard. It's a pretty decent board. We've got a small heatsink on the VRMs, 8 power phase design on its VRMs, 2 NVMe slots, and one of its slot is a PCIe 4.0. Obviously we got a PCIe 4.0 on the graphics card slot, and the slot itself is actually reinforced with, metal. There are 4 DIMM slots if you need it, and of course we wouldn't forget about the ARGB slot. So this one's got 2. This one's currently on sale. It is priced at $89, which is actually quite a good deal. And for our memory, we'll just go for a 16GB DDR4 kit. What we pick is a Team Group T-Crate Expert Overclocking DDR4 kit. This one comes with 3600 MHz speed, pretty standard timings at CL18, 22, 22, 42. Now, although this kit looks pretty basic with its gray heatsink, this is pretty stable, and this one's pretty good value, which is currently priced at $38, and we're on a budget here, so this one will do the job just fine. And for our storage, this is probably one area where we're cheaping out a bit, and that's because storage prices have started to normalize now. A few months back, if you remember, it was way cheaper, but now it's starting to go back to where it used to be. What we pick is a 512GB NVMe, and this is a TimeTick 512 NVMe. This one's pretty straightforward, nothing fancy. 3D NAND and SLC cache, 2000 megabytes per second read speeds, and 1600 megabytes per second write speed. This is only Gen 3, but it will do the job. Obviously you can upgrade to a much higher capacity in the future, but for now, because we're on a budget, we'll go for this one, which is priced at $36. And before we proceed, if you guys are planning to build a PC over the next few months or uncertain on which parts to get, we do these build guides every month on different price points, so hit that subscribe button if you want to be up to speed with everything on all the components and the PC parts compatibility, all that stuff. We do all the research for you, so you will save a lot of time from Googling. Anyway, let's go back to for our graphics card. We're going for what I think is the best value graphics card in 2024, and that's the RX 6600 Non-XT. Yes, AMD's RX 6600. This is 2 years plus old now, but it is still kicking hard in value. This card can handle all your competitive games and can run decent settings on your latest AAA games at 1080p, of course. On our second channel, we recently revisited this card in 2024 and ran it on our competitive titles, and it was pretty good. There were games wherein it was a bit slower compared to Nvidia's latest 60 series card, but for the price and the performance it brings, it's actually quite good this one here is the best bang for your buck. Model we're going for is the PowerColor RX 6600 Fighter. This one looks pretty basic, 2-fan design, no backplate, black theme, but the price is amazing, only $189. Wow. So just put this one in the cart, boys. Yeah, just put it there. Put it there. With the RX 6600 and the Ryzen 5600, this system wouldn't consume a lot of power. However, we still need to power this up with a decent power supply, and in this case what we've selected is a Sigotip GN650W power supply. This comes with 650 watts output, 80 plus gold power efficiency. Now, although it's non-modular, this comes with black flat cables, which looks pretty neat. We've got all the necessary power protections here, comes with 5-year warranty, and a GN650W is competitively priced at $55, so definitely we're going for this one. For the case, we'll keep this simple, and what we selected is a Gamgest Talos E3 mesh case. It's a mid-tower case with a mesh front and has 3 ARGB fans for free. We got the standard tempered glass here, power supply shroud, pretty slick with some mesh up top too. It has a little bit of flexibility here. You can put up to a 280mm AIO cooler on the front and maybe move those free fans to the top of the case. The maximum GPU length of this case is only limited to 300mm, but it's okay. Our PowerColor RX 6600 non-XT will easily fit in this case. What we're going here is just a clean look for our case, budget friendly as it's currently priced at $59, and if you apply the 10% discount coupon, it should bring the price down to $54. Now that's an amazing deal right there, and as always, I like free ARGB fans, so this one gets a value tick for me. Overall, we have a pretty decent budget build right here. We have the Ryzen 5600, the Thermalright Tower Cooler, ASRock B550 motherboard, 16GB of DDR4 RAM, 512 of the Timetech NVMe, the PowerColor RX 6600 non-XT, 650 watts power supply, and the Gamgest mesh case. This totals to $610 once we apply the discount coupon. That's an amazing deal right there for a budget gaming PC build. So if you're watching this video right now, I suggest for you guys to put these things in your cart before they run out of stocks. Links are always in the description. And for everyone else who's curious on the performance of the RX 6600 non-XT in competitive gaming, as mentioned, we recently did a video on that card on our second channel. So if you're interested on that, click this video right here and we'll see you guys over there.